Yes.
to make fun of her.
Like, she wants to sit up here and say she's not homophobic, but then again, continues to use homophobic slurs, continue to think that spreading hate and all that rhetoric is okay.
Yeah.
Thinking like she's one of those weirdos that think that she's doing something when really she's not. She's doing more harm. And it's actually causing a really bad, it's painting vegans in a really negative light.
And it's not like all vegans are like, there's a good, I don't want to say good handful, but there's a decent handful.
Yeah, there's a decent handful.
That are like that like meets murder, or like you should like feel
PETA.
bad. Yeah.
PETA is a terrible organization.
PETA, the best description I heard is like, if Al-Qaeda could terrorize animals, they'd be PETA. So.
Yeah, PETA's awful organization.
They're awful. With a 7% adoption rate, they shouldn't talk shit about people leaving animals at shelters. It's like, what do you do with the other 93, PETA? I'd like to know, but I think what you're doing is terrible. But watch PETA come after us now and be like, oh, they're trying to talk bad about us.
Oh, well.
Oh, well. You know, really quick side note. A few months ago, there was a tractor trailer that flipped on a major interstate near here. It's down south more. It's down south of Cortland, New York, I think. I think it was closer to... Yeah. It was between Cortland and Binghamton. And the tractor trailer flipped over. It was carrying like 20 heifers. 5 of them died. Ooh. PETA decided the best way to react to this situation was to buy a billboard for a month in memoriam of the 5 heifer cows that died, and then said meat was murder.
No.
But what?
Yeah, I kid you not. It was on the news. It had a little blurb and stuff, or it was a web story. They said meat is murder. There was some other stuff too. If you actually follow the link and stuff, it's like PETA was saying, "Oh, these cows shouldn't have been there in the first place. You know, they were being sent off to be processed and turned into like meat and stuff." Like, Probably, but they're heifer cows.
But still,
they probably, I feel like PETA has this weird thing. They live in this fantasy land where every single animal can just roam free and not be touched when,
PETA also did the same thing where they compared Black Lives Matter to animals.
Yeah.
Where they had that halftime ad that got pulled because it wasn't up to standard. Or they claimed it wasn't up to standard. It was the animated animals taking the knee.
Yeah.
Which was like... I'm like, PETA's so full of themselves.
They're like, okay, well, you love animals, you shouldn't eat them. And it's like, well, we love black people, we shouldn't kill them. And like, those two cannot be comparable.
They can't be the same thing.
It's like, wow, PETA, you really outdone yourself. Like,
wow, I had no expectations for you, and you somehow ruined them.
It's like I knew it was gonna be that low, but Jesus, fuck, that bar was low.
We knew the bar was in hell, but hell decided to put it a little bit lower. Like, we can't have this here.
It's in the Earth's molten layer.
It's almost to the core. Maybe that's the plan, is to get the bar so low to the core that nobody would be surprised by what they do anymore.